days left before the 2024 Mahabharat. Who's going to win in your seat? Will Prime Minister Narendra Modi get the mandate for 400 par? Or will Rahul Gandhi manage to reassemble the scattered ranks of the Vipaksh? And which are the hot seats bracing for a fiery contest? Here on Times Now-ETG survey, we have the answers for all of these questions. We will bring to you an in-depth analysis of how people are voting along the lines of gender and region. We will also ask you and bring to you the answers of whether employment will be the deciding factor or will it be the Ram Mandir. Our comprehensive and extensive Times Now-ETG research survey will get you a glimpse into what is on the minds of Bharat. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's straight away go to a quick recap of what we have already aired in the last 1 hour. Out of a total of 210 seats, 102 going to the NDA and 80 seats to the India Alliance and 28 to the others. That's where the situation is poised. And let me introduce our guest joining us this evening, Shubhankar Bhattacharya, national spokesperson of the BJP, joining this special survey session on the News Hour tonight. Also joining me tonight is Jai Mrug, psephologist, has seen several elections with us, and we'll rely on his expertise. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, political analyst, author, scientist. Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Priyanka Bharti, national spokesperson of the RJD. Shubhankar Bhattacharya, political analyst, supports the Trinamool Congress, also joining the show. Of course, my friend Sabha Naqvi, senior journalist, also on the show for the expert analysis on these numbers. She's covered several elections. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, supports the Congress Party, and Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst, supports the Aam Aadmi Party, also joining the show. And before I get on to the states and their numbers, I want to tell you, what do people vote for? What are the issues before them? And let's go straight to these questions, and let's look at how do men decide their votes. For them, face of the Prime Minister is very important, and 27% of all the issues, this is what decides men's votes. If you look at the regional leader, 11% is what they give the emphasis. The MPs face 17%. On the basis of religion, 8%. On the basis of caste, only 3% emphasis on that. Regional issues, 6%. Development issues, 16%. And issue of national interest, 12%. But the biggest factor that makes men decide who they vote for is the face of the Prime Minister. Does this give an advantage to the BJP? Because on the India Alliance side, there is no prime ministerial candidate, at least officially announced so far. Let's also look at what are the issues men look at. Unemployment 12%, inflation 19%, nationalism 16%, corruption 8%, growth 19%, Hindutva, or what we call as cultural's renaissance, 21%, polarization 3%, and other issues 2%. But the most important issues are unemployment, inflation, nationalism, growth, and the renaissance of culture that we are seeing, that's 21%. Let's look at how women vote. And let's go straight to those numbers. Prime Ministers face 31%. And is that why Narendra Modi has an advantage? Because women trust him. And we've seen that in election after election. 31% women think that Prime Minister's face is the most important issue. Regional leaders, 12%. MPs face 15%. On the issue of religion, 6% emphasis. Caste 4%, regional issues 8%, development issues 15%, and national interest is 9%. That's how women really decide. And what are the issues for women? Again, unemployment 11%, inflation 26%, nationalism 15%, corruption 6%, 18% growth, Hindutva or cultural renaissance 19%, polarization 2%, and other issues 3%. So for women, inflation is a bigger issue than any of the other issues. Of course, household budgets go haywire with inflation, and that's why they worry about that. And cultural renaissance also important for them as an issue. Let's now go across to region-wise. What impacts north of India, south of India, east of India, and west of India? Let's look at what are the issues for people in the north of India? And let's take that number on the screen. North India's vote, what decides that? Prime Minister's face 32%, regional leader 9%, MPs face 13%, religion is 9%, caste 8%, regional issues 2%, development 13%, and issues of national interest 14%. But look at the amount of importance given to the Prime Minister's face, and again, issue of an advantage to the BJP because they have a strong candidate, Prime Minister with a proven track record. Let's also look at how these issues actually impact unemployment 20%, inflation 25%, growth 12%, Hindutva 20%. The other issues, the numbers here on your screen, not as important as those four issues of unemployment, inflation, growth, and Hindutva. Let's take a look at Western India. And the numbers are on your screen. Prime Minister's face 29% is the emphasis on that. On the other issues, the verdict is pretty split. 11% on the regional leader, MP 15%, religion 8%, caste 9%, regional issues 4%, development issue 14%, and issue of national interest is 10%. Let's also look at the important issues they're looking at. Unemployment 16%, inflation 22%, Hindutva, cultural renaissance 21%. These are the big ticket issues, and you can add nationalism to the mix, and that's the issue western part of India is looking at. Let's also look at Eastern India. PM's face, well, that's 27%. Regional leader 16% importance. Member of Parliament's face 19%, and basis of religion 5%. Important issue is the development issue as well. Let's take a look at the issues that matter in east of India. And yes, inflation is important, unemployment is important, but so is growth and cultural renaissance, and the other issues pretty much split between nationalism, polarization, etc. Let's look at the southern part of India. The Prime Minister's face, 23% emphasis is on that. Regional leader, 9%. So important point to note in the south of India. MPs face 7%. Caste 4%, regional issues 8%, development 17%, and all the other issues not that important. And this, if you combine with the issues that are at stake, well, the most important issue is inflation and Hindutva and nationalism and growth. Unemployment not a big issue in the south of India. What do you make out from these numbers, the big ticket numbers on our screen? And let me first get in Tehseen Poonawala to comment on what really is deciding, and if the Prime Minister's face is such an important issue on which the decision is made. Do you think the India alliance is starting off on the defensive note?
Thank you for having me on the show, Navika. Shubh Ashtami, and a very happy Ram Navami in advance to you, to all your viewers, and to all my fellow panelists. These numbers, if true, are stunning because they're showing a neck-to-neck fight. And believe you me, my numbers show, I'm going to give you the overall numbers, 190 for the Congress. Yes, the Prime Minister's face is a very important face. I absolutely agree. So Congress will be single largest. BJP will be at 160. But yes, the Prime Minister's face, the current Prime Minister's face is extremely important because people are seriously thinking of voting out the BJP and the person who's heading this government, the Honorable Prime Minister. The anger today against the BJP for everything that it's done, for its unfulfilled promise. You know, when they released the election manifesto, people said it should have been called Maafinama. Everyone. And I'm talking about core BJP voters who for generations have voted BJP. I said it should be called Maafinama. I'm today in Pune, I'm coming to Delhi tomorrow. Core BJP voters are saying, listen, we voted BJP and throughout Congress and NCP because we had a problem with Ajit Pawar and Chhagan Bhujbal. Every single person. Where are they today? So this is across the country. There is so many issues, whether it's nationalism is a big issue, Manipur, whether it is inflation, whether it is unemployment. People realize the BJP has no solutions. And everybody is comparing 10 years of UPA governance versus 10 years of BJP governance. And there's one statement of the Honorable Prime Minister that has scared the business community. He went to RBI, I think ET covered it, and he said, you know what, I'm giving you 100 days to think about it because I'm going to make severe policy changes. What is he going to do? Suddenly ban gold? Suddenly take away 500 rupee notes? Suddenly in 4 days shut down bank accounts? What is he going to do? And who's he, the Honorable Prime Minister, to direct RBI? RBI is autonomous. He's making the same mistakes again. This authoritarianism, people are extremely scared and panicked about. And I'm telling you, this 160 will also not hold of the BJP.
Gaurav Bhatia, एक number दिखाया and he's taken 190 seats. I don't know what the next number will do. He'll probably get 600 seats in this Lok Sabha. Would you want to respond to the numbers on the screen, the emphasis on corruption, the fact that people are probably looking at the Prime Minister's face more, issues of inflation and unemployment more than they're looking at corruption, and therefore is the BJP's entire agenda putting too much emphasis on that one issue?
So, Navika, first of all, on a lighter note, I would say that Tehseen's credibility is just a little higher than Rahul Gandhi's credibility when it comes to predicting polls. And he's a dear friend, but I remember how he was on your channel also, repeatedly saying Kamal Nath will become the next Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. And we all know where Kamal Nath is today, and we all know what Tehseen has been doing after that. But your survey is a reflection of what has become the most predictable election in the last few decades. And I must say that people of India are waiting to bless Shri Narendra Modi ji because he has earned a third term. And we clearly see that when we say that 400 plus for NDA, the people of this country want to set a new record. It would be a historic victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party, and people are going to stamp the fact that they believe in Modi ki guarantee. Modi ji today is synonymous to delivery. Modi ji today is a leader who has a vision. You know, on one side, Modi ji is talking about the next 25 years when India will celebrate its 100th year of independence. On the other side, look at the bankruptcy or the intellectual, complete vacuum of ideas. There is no face that they have. Our Sankalp Patra was released, and how it covers every sphere of the society, the women, the youth, the backward class, the farmers, the laborers. But what about the Congress and the India Alliance? They don't even have a common minimum program even till today. Second, I think in South India, survey after survey, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the NDA is growing stronger day by day. And it is now reflecting in the number of seats that are shown in the survey. In the North India, Navika, is it not true when you and your survey shows that people have faith in the face? Narendra Modi today is the tallest face, tallest leader in the country and in the world. Regional leaders, we have Yogi Adityanath ji in Uttar Pradesh. 80 seats come from Uttar Pradesh. In Assam, we have Himant Biswa Sarma. In Maharashtra, we have Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis and other regional leaders. What about the India Alliance? They lack regional leaders even, barring a few chief ministers who have lost their credibility because of anti-incumbency, corruption that they are facing, and Bhai Bhatijawad or dynastic rule. So I would say that when the complete numbers even in this survey would come, the trends will be the same. The Bharatiya Janata Party will get 370 plus, even when you are to reveal the other states and the outcome of your survey.
Well, Gaurav Bhatia, when you said today, where is Kamal Nath, I almost thought I'd say that just missed being with you because he was almost ready to join the BJP. तो आप जिसको हराते हैं उसको अपनी पार्टी में ले लेते हैं तो लोग
Okay, so Navika, 1984 riots. One person who got justice to more than 10,000 families who lost their dear ones. That man is Shri Narendra Modi ji. And I have faith in the leadership of my party, and that is why I'm sure Kamal Nath will stay where he is.
Okay, but Ashok Chavan didn't stay, Ajit Pawar didn't stay where they are, but never mind that. Let me get on to the numbers of the states because that's where the battle is. And let's take a look at Madhya Pradesh first, coming up on your screens. And Madhya Pradesh, if we look at the overall numbers coming up on your screen, 29 seats in Madhya Pradesh and 28 to 29 seats all likely to go to the NDA, maybe one seat to the Congress party. That's how things are stacked. And let's look at the hot seat here. The hot seat here is Rajgarh, where Digvijay Singh is trailing. And in Chhindwara, which is the Kamal Nath bastion, Nakul Nath is in a very, very close contest. Though many people are saying that the edge is with the BJP even now. The Kamal Nath family has never lost this seat, but right now a little bit of an edge to the BJP. But Rajgarh, Digvijay Singh certainly training. Let's go to Chhattisgarh, 11 seats in Chhattisgarh, and let's look at the seat projected here, 10 to 11 seats going to the NDA, maybe one seat to the India Alliance, 0 to the others. And if you look at the vote shares, NDA at 51% and the India Alliance at around 40%, others at 9%. Let's straight go to the Rajasthan numbers, 25 seats in Rajasthan, and here 24 to 25 likely to go to the BJP, at the most one seat to the India Alliance or to the others. In fact, in Nagaur, Hanuman Beniwal is pitted against Jyoti Mirda. They've switched sides. Beniwal was with the NDA and Mirda was with the Congress. Now it's a close contest here. Kota, where Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla is in a close contest right now. Important seat to look at apart from Nagaur and Kota is Churu, where Rahul Kaswa of the Congress versus Devendra Jhajaria of the BJP, where there is a very, very close contest that is underway in Rajasthan. So, these seats could go any which way, which means maybe this time around, Rajasthan looking not the rock-solid 25 on 25. Let's take a look at Gujarat. 26 seats here, and all the 26 seats likely to go to the BJP. But there is a bit of stir that is brewing there on the Rajput votes after Purushottam Rupala's statement there. And I want to ask you, Sabha Naqvi, caste important factor in Rajasthan, and the Rajputs seem to be up in arms. How do you see the backlash that is coming? Will it be overtaken? Something can be done between now to fix this, or will it spread to Rajasthan? How do you see?
Navika, I actually think that they will manage it fine in Gujarat. The BJP is so powerful in Gujarat, and everybody is so behind. But I think Rajasthan, even the assembly election, if you remember, it was a 2% victory. And Rajasthan has this idea of the Thakur problem is Thakurs are assertive, you have a lot of Rajwadas and so on and so forth. And so I think there will be, in the end, right now, of course, we are hearing about Thakurs in Gujarat also saying things, but saying things in the course of an election is asserting your importance, trying to get a larger share of the seats for your caste and so on and so forth. But Gujarat will be managed. there might be a little crack in Rajasthan. And I've also heard about the seat of Barmer from BJP people themselves. So I'm just sharing with you, because I had traveled there and the Sangathan people, I'm in touch with them. So they told me that there is also a problem brewing there, and your survey is showing something. I'm sure the BJP has prominent Rajput leaders such as the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, such as Rajnath Singh. I'm sure everything, and there is a lot of clannishness within the caste. I'm sure everything will be pressed into service. But in my view, it's very hard to breach anything in Gujarat right now.
Okay.
But Rajasthan, there is a possibility, yes.
All right. Let's take a look at West Bengal now. And West Bengal, important state, not just for the seats that it throws up, 42 seats in West Bengal, but also for the political narrative. And if we look at West Bengal, 20 to 24 seats going to the NDA and Trinamool Congress 17 to 21. India Alliance 0 to 2, which is basically the Congress party with the left there. So Congress party likely to get maybe 1 seat, others at 0. But if the mean number is taken here, then 19 seats to the Trinamool Congress and 22 seats to the BJP. Let me get in Jai Mrug. Jai Mrug, and this is the first time we are seeing the breach of the vote share as well. BJP at 42%, the Trinamool Congress at 40%. Do you think something tectonic is happening in West Bengal, or do you think Mamata Banerjee's still got the situation under control?
Look, in Bengal, the shift towards any opposition party always has to take place as some sort of a volcano eruption, because it's a state which has a tradition of the ruling parties very high-handedly managing the elections. That's point number one. Now, in Bengal, remember, this is one state where, panchayat polls can be won without opposition. Turnout in elections can be 95%. I mean, all this is recorded history. It happens there. So while the vote share might reflect a genuine desire for change, I would still keep my fingers crossed on what the final outcome would be.
Right, so let me get in Shubhankar. Shubhankar, would you be watchful of these numbers? Do you think the BJP this time around, I mean, from nowhere, from 3 seats or 2 seats, they went up to 18 seats last time. Do you think this time they'll improve their performance and give the Trinamool Congress a real challenge?
Navika, well, one thing makes me a bit happy is that that you have completely denied the numbers put up by Honorable Amit Shah ji, because somewhere he claimed that it has to be somewhere around, say, 34 to 40 seats in West Bengal. So you have brought us at least closer to somewhere where we are. So thanks for that, and thanks to this thing. But at the very same time, now let me tell you, in Bengal, there are little bit of differences that you can find as compared to other places. The differences is that the local issues also does matter over there. It does matter. The local issues, for example, such as the Manrega fund being blocked over there, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana funds had been blocked over there, which basically the people couldn't use. So that way, the people connect. Again, I'll be taking you back to 2021 elections, where most of the survey sheets, including the C voter survey, had shown us at somewhere around, say, 170 or some number over there, which was at least, say, some 40 seats down what the fact is. So the fact and the figures have shown the difference in case of Bengal. The next issue is, that the bringing up the issues of, say, local leaders pertaining to, with this, again, the caste division, the religion division over there, that won't be working that well in West Bengal. That is my take on it.
If it's not working that well in West Bengal, then why is Mamata Didi talking about Ram Navami and BJP creating a problem, and that everybody should remain thanda, cool?
Navika.
Why is she doing that if religion is not an issue?
Navika, Navika, I might be wrong for you, I might be right for you, but at the same time, at least let me have my opinion first. The reason I said that is that, say in Bengal, we are Bengalis first. And Bengali is the Prantiyata, that is our regionalism. Now, if I'm a Bengali Brahmin. The Muslim over there, he also speaks Bengali, he's a Bengali Muslim. A Sikh over there is a Sardar, but he's a Bengali Sardar, because we speak the very same language. We are comparatively much closer to each other as compared to different parts. So the strategy of BJP breaking down the system over there, bringing in the religion politics in Bengal, it will have a drawback sooner or later, and that it will be, it will be largely seen in the entire country as well.
Well,
because it is not working. And
well, I don't seem to get any extra numbers for being born in Bengal, in Barakpur, and being able to. আমিও বাংলা কথা বলতে পারি, কিন্তু আমাকে তো তুমি দেখো না, আমাকে তো বলো তুমি কে আমি বিজেপির থাকি। Gaurav Bhatia, this what happened to the regionalism when it comes to people who are coming, and why, if regionalism is so strong? No, Shubhankar, now you've had your time. I'm getting Gaurav Bhatia to respond to you. Let's follow the decorum. Gaurav Bhatia, why is Mamata Banerjee constantly talking about Ram Navami, the fact that the festival is tomorrow, and the fact that almost as if predicting that something is going to happen tomorrow, and others have to remain thanda thanda, cool cool. What's the message there?
Navika, a quick rebuttal to what has been said so far. Amit Shah ji has rightly predicted, and you would see on 4th of June, that in West Bengal, the Bharatiya Janata Party will get at least 35 to 40 seats. But even your survey, I might not agree with it. What does it show? It shows that when in the last election, BJP increased its tally from 2 to 18. There's further growth in West Bengal, which Mamata believes is her bastion. And we are going up by 6 seats if we get 24, even according to your survey. I must tell you, even a Bengali staying in West Bengal believes that that person is an Indian first. And this election is a landmark election for this very reason. The regional parties are there to divide the country, be it the TMC, the DMK, or any other party. But the Bharatiya Janata Party has been talking about Indianness. You are an Indian first, and then you can refer to your culture. And I must tell you, when he says that local issues are important, yes, damn it, they are very important. Sandesh Khali, which Bengali woman will forgive Mamata Banerjee for not even protecting her dignity and siding with goons like Shahjaz Sheikh? Yes, the appeasement that Mamata Banerjee is indulging in when she says, Allah ke naam pe vote, but at the same time she says Ram Navami pe danga ho jayega. Law and order being a state subject is your responsibility, and you are trying to instill fear in everyone's mind, and that's why the West Bengal persons, they do not want such a chief minister who is not even capable of reining in the goons. And about the other 3 states, Navika, I will end with this. I am quite heartened to see that in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan, which we won last year during the assembly elections, we are on a positive side, getting all 100% seats. That is like 65 seats, all 65 going to the BJP, and the NDA alliance getting only 0 to 3 seats. That's a tight slap on their face, and I'm sure that this would be the outcome on 4th of June.
Let me go across to the next state, Odisha. Important state, BJP likely to get 9 to 11 seats. The Biju Janata Dal likely to get 10 to 12 seats, and vote shares also coming up. It's a bipolar contest there, 9 to 11 NDA and 10 to 12 seats for the BJD, and the vote shares on your screen, 39% for the NDA and 42% for the BJD. Congress 13%, others 6%. Himachal 4 seats, 3 to 4 likely to go to the BJP, and that's the situation situation in Himachal Pradesh, India Alliance 0-1. Let's also go to Uttarakhand, and Uttarakhand, 5 seats in Uttarakhand, 5 of them likely to go to the NDA, including Anil Baluni, the media in charge of the BJP, who is actually making a very, very emotional pitch there, saying that he's a cancer survivor, and he said that ab jo zindagi mili hai dobara gadwal ke liye lagaunga. So very huge margin being projected there, and if you look at the vote shares here, 55% for the NDA, India Alliance at 36% and others at 9%. Let's quickly race through the other North Indian states. Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, 6 seats coming from there, 2 to 4 to the NDA, and India Alliance, which is actually the national conference, likely to also get 2 to 4 seats. Average, if we put it down to 3 each, that's the way things are stacked there. And again, the vote shares coming up on your screen, the BJP likely to get 42%, and the India Alliance, 27% to the Congress Party, PDP 4%, 12% to the National Conference, others at 15%. Punjab, 13 seats come from here, and 4 to 6 seats to the NDA. India Alliance likely to get 7 to 9 seats, which is actually the Aam Aadmi Party. Shiromani Akali Dal unlikely to get a seat, others at 0. And that is the Punjab situation. Vote shares also coming up on your screen. Amritsar is a close contest between Taranjeet Singh Sandhu from the BJP, former ambassador to the United States, versus Kuldeep Singh Dhaliwal. That's a tough contest. Let's see who's going to win this. And with Punjab, let's also look at Delhi, where there is a alliance between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP and the Congress Party. And here, again, 6 to 7 seats likely to go to the NDA. Aam Aadmi Party likely in a close contest in northeast Delhi, where Manoj Tiwari and New Delhi, Bansuri Swaraj, but the edge is to Bansuri Swaraj, who's leading, versus the lawyer Somnath Bharti of the Aam Aadmi Party. Those are the Delhi seats that are being looked at. And Haryana also, if I can look at this, 10 seats in Haryana, 9 to 10 likely to go to the BJP, a max of 1 seat likely to go to the India Alliance, which is the Congress Party. Vote shares also coming up on your screen. But let me get in Syed Abbas on this. And Aam Aadmi Party, you know, if you thought that there was any sympathy wave coming in because of the arrest, doesn't seem to happen that way on the ground. What would you put that down to?
Navika ji, as a matter of fact, there has been a huge, grand, bhavya campaign of the Aam Aadmi Party, Jail ka jawab vote se. This will certainly bring in. Also, as a matter of fact, if you see the opinions, polls of polls, this gives a good from a nowhere to a 8 to 10 seats for the Aam Aadmi Party. Not just that, the Aam Aadmi Party has been working on a couple of fronts like the employment. If you see, employment today is a big issue. According to the International Labour Organization, 83% of the Indian urban youth is unemployed. This is going to hit the mandate of the Bharatiya Janata Party, which promised 2 crore jobs every year. That equals to 20 crore jobs in the last 10 years, which the Bharatiya Janata Party was not able to do. Not just that, Navika ji, let me tell you, there is a strong undercurrent against the Modi government. The farmers are not happy. Those unemployment youth are not happy. Not just that, let me tell you, there is a silent anger among the people, which will
Anand Ranganathan,
against the Bharatiya
Janata Party. Silent wave visible to you, Anand Ranganathan, because it's visible to Syed Abbas?
Syed Abbas. To Tihar jail, that is how the silent wave is coming his way. No, but Navika, I want to talk very briefly about 2 issues. One is, why is it that the opposition keeps losing? And 2 is, why is it that Modi keeps winning? And both are intertwined. Let's go to the depth of it. Here goes. The Narmada Dam, with its raised height, now irrigates 2.4 million hectares of farmland. generates enough power to light up 1.4 million homes and provide drinking water to 33 million Indians. Never forget, never, that Medha Patkar wanted to keep land parched, homes dark, and people thirsty. And now these are the same people who are outraging against Modi building highways. They promoted open defecation because they hated Modi's Swachh Bharat. They promoted obesity because they hated Modi's Fit India. They promoted oppressive dress code because they hated Modi's government school uniform guideline. Modi hatred, Navika, has transmogrified the opposition into sociopaths. Let's hope Modi doesn't start promoting pranayam. Ye log to saans lena band kar denge. Number two, as far as my good friend Abbas and Tehsil, and they have talked about jobs, growth, unemployment. Let me give them the data. And Navika, your survey shows beautifully that 50% of the issues that involve are just three: growth, unemployment, and inflation. Unemployment, as far as unemployment is concerned, last year showed the lowest unemployment ratio of 3.1%. As far as inflation is concerned, it has dipped to less than 5%. During the UPA year, especially 2013, it was 12 to 13%. Right now, it is at a 5-month low, retail inflation of 4.9%. And as far as growth is concerned, do I need to say this? In 2014, our GDP per capita PPP inflation adjusted was 3,800 rupees. Today it is 6,200. You want to look at the Forex? It was 300 billion. Today it is 650 billion. So many other issues. But the point is, opposition keeps losing.
But the one thing that also comes out from the survey is the issue of corruption. The kind of importance the BJP is given to corruption, it's not showing that much weightage in the decision-making of the people. And Gaurav Bhatia, would that be an issue of worry for the BJP? Because your campaign and the Prime Minister's emphasis on rooting out corruption, the issue itself not very important, and therefore even the Aam Aadmi Party is not getting a sympathy wave out of it.
No, Navika, I would first of all agree with what Anand Bhai has said. He's already elaborated on the numbers. So I would not, give you more set of numbers. But I would also like to explain a point of view which is very important. Narendra Modi ji has worked hard for the last 10 years. He's been able to deliver even on, the promise of jobs, Mudra Yojana loans at 45 crores. But at the same time, we need to understand there are aspirations of the common Indian. And for them, if inflation, jobs, these are relevant issues for the election. The point is, whom do they trust? Whom do they repose their confidence in to take care of these issues? To say that yes, for the common citizenry, these are the issues is one thing. But where lies the answer? The answer for the common man, even to solve these issues, is Shri Narendra Modi ji. Because they do not trust the I.N.D.A. alliance. And I think that has not been captured in any survey. There have been some surveys in the past where there were very pointed questions being asked that for inflation, if you think it is a concern, who is the person you would choose? An overwhelming number of people who responded to the answer said Narendra Modi ji. Same goes for job. So my point is that Narendra Modi ji is the person people believe in and they feel will solve the problem. On corruption, you said. Let me tell you one thing, Narendra Modi ji's government, after 10 years of being in power, there has been no corruption charge on Shri Narendra Modi ji. That is his credibility. And there is zero tolerance for corruption. So now, if there aren't too many takers for the fact that it is a major poll plank, that does not take away from the fact that the government has its priority to ensure that we eradicate corruption. And some issues are not issues to garner votes. They are to strengthen your country and to take it forward. And that is what Shri Narendra Modi ji is doing. Third and most important, why the I.N.D.A. alliance lacks, conviction. I will give you just one example. Annie Raja. Annie Raja has been fielded by the left in Wayanad. Imagine Annie Raja is making a statement that why doesn't Rahul Gandhi contest from Banaras and challenge Narendra Modi? That means even the I.N.D.A. alliance does not have faith in the leadership of Shri Rahul Gandhi. Now, when they don't have faith in the leadership of Rahul Gandhi, why would the citizens of the country have?
Very well put, and I'll get Tehseen Poonawalla to answer that. But first, let's look at the numbers in Bihar and Jharkhand. And Bihar, 40 seats in Bihar, 37 to 39 likely to go to the NDA, 56% vote share. India Alliance 1 to 3, 33% vote share. Others likely to get 0, 11% vote share. And that's the way things are stacked. And if you look at the party-wise vote shares, BJP 34%, JDU 15%. Together, they are a formidable force. RJD 25%, Congress 8%, LJP 6%, others 12%. And that's the way Bihar is stacked. And if you look at the hot seats in Bihar, Saran, Rajiv Pratap Rudy versus Rohini Acharya of the RJD. Well, at the moment, advantage Rajiv Pratap Rudy is what it's showing. And in Purnia, where Pappu Yadav is versus an RJD candidate versus JDU's Santosh Kumar Kushwaha is getting an advantage simply because the vote is being cut by Pappu Yadav. And is that something that is going to be a problem for the India Alliance? Because in many states, alliance has not worked. At an India level, they have an India Alliance, but in states where it really matters, the nuts and bolts are not together. And is that the reason why the India Alliance not really working out in terms of challenging the BJP? Jharkhand, 14 seats in Jharkhand, 13 to 14 likely to go to the BJP. India Alliance likely to get a 0. And look at the vote shares as well on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. And on this, let me get in my young spokesperson of the RJD, Priyanka Bharti. Priyanka Bharti, India Alliance as a Lok Sabha force not able to challenge Narendra Modi along with the vote share of the JDU, the LJP and the BJP coming together. Do you think Lok Sabha elections are a different kettle of fish than state elections?
Navika ji, when the survey was done, I don't have any idea because that was not mentioned clear. Was this survey done among the unemployed youths of the nation? Was this survey done between the farmers who are demanding for MSP? Was this survey done among the women who are fighting for their dignity? Was this survey done among the old age people of India whose pension was cut by BJP? What is this survey? I don't know. But I would like to assert here that BJP is not going to even get 4 seats in Bihar because according to the data of Lok Niti CSDs, 71% people believe in this country that when the BJP came to power, from that time, inflation rate is the highest. According to the data of Business Standard, the income inequality in the nation is even higher than the colonial era. In 100 years, I'm talking about. And when you said JDU and BJP becomes a formidable force, I would like to ask a question to the BJP spokesperson. If you think they are together, why was Nitish Kumar not called in the rally of PM Narendra Modi?
Gaurav Bhatia ji, ball in your court.
I would only like to very humbly tell my younger sister that in Bihar we are going to get all 40 seats. And RJD for the people of Bihar stands for Rangdari, Jungle Raj or Daketi. The BJP kind of lawlessness that they can bring when they are in power and even in the opposition.
Caste is corrupt, communal. As you got to speak for 4 times,
Priyanka ji, I agree. You've asked yourself a question. Now he's answering. अब आप सुन तो लीजिए. जवाब सुन लीजिए.
The kind of, again, you know, Navika, in Bihar also it is clarity versus confusion. You all know how Nitish Kumar ji has been leading from the front. Samraj Chaudhary ji has been supporting him all throughout, emerging as a leader in his own right. On the other side is the confusion. So clarity of NDA versus confusion of the India Alliance. Pappu Yadav, he joined the Congress party. What did he get in return? Betrayal. He was cheated. And he is now contesting as an independent. And he's been crying all throughout, cursing the Congress and the RJD. That is why I'm saying there is no cohesiveness, neither of ideas nor of leadership, and that is why they can't take on a formidable front like the NDA in Bihar. And Bihar will witness the story of growth that has been started by a double-engine Sarkar led by Narendra Modi ji and Nitish Kumar.
Well, let me go to the biggest state in the country that gives 80 seats. Even before I go to that, 463 seats already counted. The NDA alliance is at 310, India alliance at 114, others are at 39, and that's the way things are stacked. Do I even need to open the Uttar Pradesh numbers? 80 seats come from Uttar Pradesh, and well, let's put the projections on the screen. NDA 74 to 78, India Alliance 3 to 5, BSP 0, others 0. Vote shares also coming up on your screen, and these vote shares show you that NDA is at 51%, India Alliance at 33%, BSP at 5%, others at 11%. This is the way Uttar Pradesh is stacked, and let me get in Mohammad Tariq Khan bhai of the Samajwadi Party. आप तो पहले से ही मुस्कुरा रहे हैं.
Ma'am, not only Tehseen Poonawalla has been saying that in Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath will come in power. There has been someone else who has said that Kamal Nath and Congress will come in power in Madhya Pradesh. You know who are they? They are Times Now-ETG. They said that Congress will get 125 seats, and Congress had got 66 seats. Same condition in Chhattisgarh. This shows that how accurate you had been. This simply number shows that how accurate you had been. Another point I want to raise, BJP spokesperson said that regional party is there to divide the country.
भैया आपकी अलायंस है, आप ट्रोल किसको कर रहे हो? मेरे सर्वे को के तहसीन पूनावाला को, जिनकी 66 सीट्स आई हैं?
आपके सर्वे को।
लेकिन तहसीन पूनावाला बुरा मान गए हैं क्योंकि कह रहे हैं कि इनकी 128, हमने तो एक्सपेक्ट किया था कि आप अच्छा करोगे।
मैंने सिर्फ ये कहा कि सिर्फ तहसीन पूनावाला नहीं कह रहे थे कि वहां पर कांग्रेस आएगी, एक और थे जो कह रहे थे, वो आप थी। अब बीजेपी के स्पोक्स पर्सन ने एक बहुत अजीब बात कही है, इन्होंने कहा रीजनल पार्टी इज देयर टू डिवाइड द कंट्री। इट्स अ इंसल्ट एंड डिसरिस्पेक्ट फॉर द रीजनल पार्टी। क्या सुहेल देव समाज पार्टी देश को तोड़ने के लिए है जो आपके साथ है? अगर तोड़ रही है तो साथ में है अपना दल भी देश को तोड़ रही होगी, जो नीतीश की पार्टी है वो भी देश को तोड़ रही होगी, इधर जैन चौधरी है वो भी देश को तोड़ रहे हो। Is this type of statement being made on the national channel?
All right.
Party is there to divide.
Okay. Huge charge being made by Tariq Khan, getting everybody to respond. But I want you to look at the numbers on the top of your screens. 543 seats counted. BJP plus its alliance partners, the NDA is at 386. The mean figure, the full. If I show you the range goes up to 404, but look at the India Alliance at 118, others are at 39, so 386. Overall numbers on your screen show a range of 366 to 406. India Alliance is at 108 to 128. YSRCP 19 to 20, BJP 10 to 12, others are 7 to 9. That's the way it's stacked. But challenge coming out, and I saw hands going up there. Tehseen Poonawalla, before I get in Jai Mrug and Anand Ranganathan. Tehseen.
First of all, I compliment the SP spokesperson Tariq Bhai. He's absolutely not trolling me. He's saying, and I also said based on a Times Now survey. Now, today, we've done our own survey. India Alliance has done its own survey, which is why we know now we are 190. Now we're not relying on any other survey. So now our survey is telling us 190. But let me ask something about Bihar. It's very easy to mock.
Wait, 190 for Congress or India Alliance?
190 for Congress individually, single largest party. India Alliance is crossing 272.
272.
Comfortably.
Anand Ranganathan.
Yes, comfortably.
Anand Ranganathan, Mysore Park parcel to Tehseen Poonawalla at the earliest, please.
नहीं, absolutely, and I'll 2 किलो तहसीन को, 2 किलो अब्बास को। नाविका, ये आपने पता होगा, आपके भी बहुत सारे ऐसे मित्र होते थे जो जर्नलिस्टिक रिपोर्ट्स लिखते थे और कहते थे अकॉर्डिंग टू कंफर्म्ड सोर्सेज। बाद में पता चलता था तो वो खुद ही लिख रहे थे, वो अपने ही सोर्स बना रहे थे। तो वैसे ये कह रहे हैं तहसीन, मेरा सर्वे ये कह रहा है, ये इनका सर्वे नहीं है, तहसीन खुद कह रहे हैं। तहसीन ने खुद कहा 100, अब कल शाम को ये भूल जाएंगे 190 290 कह देंगे कांग्रेस को। तो ये
Sabha Naqvi, very experienced journalist. So I'm coming to Sabha Naqvi and I'm coming to Jai Mrug. Sabha Naqvi, 190 for the Congress alone. Our survey showing some 36 at a median number, but 190. Do you think realm of possibility?
I don't, Navika, but I think your survey is showing to me. I think the BJP is definitely ahead. I think they're through. I think the numbers are too large, and I don't think the Congress. But I admire Tehseen for coming and making these grand declarations and trying to raise the morale, because for God's sake, we need an opposition. But I have a question for you, Navika, because you're holding all this. You had one seat in Bengal. You said is it Behrampur? And because I have friends in Himachal, they're saying only the Mandi seat is difficult for the BJP. So I want to just get these answers if you're sitting with all this
okay,
data.
We'll give you the hot seats and the numbers as they come along. But Jai Mrug, 190 for the Congress, and my survey is all wrong according to the India Alliance participants. What would you say? Unmute yourself, Jai.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. See, I want to comment on that. See, surveys have a margin of error. We have to be with regard to that there is always a margin of error. Now, I have a question to Mr. Tariq. Since 2014, 2014 से सपा ने जो भी गठबंधन ट्राई किए बीच में with Congress, with BSP, with Mr. Chaudhary's party, nothing is working. Do you think it was a mistake not to reach out to बहन जी? बहन जी आपकी सत्ता की चाबी हैं और आप वो चाबी नहीं हथिया पा रहे हो. That's the simple reason you are where you are. You think it's a mistake?
Well, I don't know if it's a mistake, but certainly they've been with everybody. They are with everybody else. But do they have the biggest factor? And Gaurav Bhatia, is that where the edge is? Because most people, male, female, north, south, the maximum number of percentage of the most important factor is on the Prime Minister's face. And one side you have Narendra Modi with the track record. On the other side, who do you have? Gaurav Bhatia, and is that your biggest advantage?
Navika, we are proud of the fact that we have a leader like Shri Narendra Modi ji, and that is the reason that the opposition is so nervous today, and they like to even use foul language for Narendra Modi ji. But I would like to definitely end by saying to my friend Tehseen, आदमी वो नहीं जो टाइम्स नाउ के सर्वे के साथ चल दे. आदमी तो वो है जो सर्वे को अपनी परफॉर्मेंस पे चलवा दे. इसलिए I say that 400 plus आएंगी नाविका. On 4th of June we shall meet again and you will see that we'll cross the 400 mark.
Well, 400 par, will it happen? Won't it happen? The key is in the hands of the people of India, the voters of India. And what will they decide? Well, we are just 48 hours away from the first day of polling, 7 rounds to go. 4th of June, we'll know all the answers to all our questions. We'll wait. I'd be absolutely standing here, Tehseen Poonawalla, to bow to you and apologize if the survey goes wrong, because surveys are surveys. But the feel on the ground, the experience of journalists, what is that telling you? We leave it to the numbers to do the talking today, and we'll wait and watch what happens on the 4th of June. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on this very exciting episode of the News Hour tonight. Good night and be safe.